You know, if Victor Luschitz and his crew decided to go ahead and stop work on their Doom 32X project, I would have been happy. What they made with Doom Resurrection, giving us a complete Doom experience on the 32X, I was satisfied. I was happy with it. But nah, they didn't stop there. They kept on going on. They went above and beyond the Call of Duty and managed to fit Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, and a little bit of the Plutonia experiment. And I don't know what to say. That is beyond amazing. And how they did it is even more surprising. These guys actually got the Tower of Power to work in tandem. The 32X, the Sega Genesis, and the Sega CD all combine to give us a near PC experience on old school retro hardware. And that's something that not even Sega themselves were able to pull off on any official capacity. Yeah, sure, those FMV games kind of like worked in some way, but that's not a real gaming experience. No, what you're looking at right now was something that I really hoped for when this stuff was out in the market, like giving the best out of all those systems combined to give you an excellent gaming experience. And they failed back then, but these guys are actually doing it. And they were able to pull this off because they split up resources. You see, they got game data, texture data, and enemy data cartridge side, while putting some textures CD side, as well as music, map data, and sounds. A drawback to this though would be the fact that there's loading involved. As you can see here, it takes a little bit time to load to the next screen, and then there's more loading after that. So yeah, it's to be expected though, and honestly I don't think the loading here is all that egregious. A slight drawback that I see in this version of the game is the fact that they didn't include every enemy in here, which is somewhat understandable. The Pain Elemental summons lost souls here and there, and the Arc Vial resurrects fallen enemies. These guys, I'm sure, would have been way taxing on the 32X limited memory. However, the fact that they didn't include the SS Soldier and the Wolfenstein stages leaves me a little baffled. These guys are just like a step above the zombie men, so I would assume they were being able to include these guys in here. But as you can see, they're missing, and well, I'm pretty sure there's a reason to it, but I just find it kind of like perplexing as to why they're not here. Performance-wise, this is on par to Victor's previous attempt. I gotta say, I'm really impressed that it remains around 20 frames a second, between 20 to 15 frames a second, even on the Doom 2 stages. Doom 2 is a little bit more demanding than Doom 1, but as you can see here, well, at least at this level, that it holds up pretty well. Now, the only issue I have is the fact that the FPS counter is a little closer to the center of the screen than the original outing, but all in all, it's a minor nitpick. You could have it there if you want. You could take it off if you don't like it. However, there is less video options than before. I'm guessing they'll probably reintroduce those functions in later revisions, but honestly, I'm not too bothered by it. I'm just surprised and glad that I'm playing Doom 2 on the 32X. And there you have it, guys. Doom CD32X Fusion. I gotta say, I am pleasantly surprised. I've never expected something like Doom 2 to be playable on the 32X. Well, 32X and Sega CD, as well as the Genesis combined. Honestly, I never thought it was possible. I thought only FMV video games were like the only thing that, you know, the Tower Power could pull off, but it just goes to show you Victor Luchitz and his crew really know how to dig into the hardware and give us like this very unique experience that wasn't possible back in the day. Now, getting this thing to work is a little bit more involved. You gotta have your own Ultimate Doom wads as well as your own Doom 2 wads, and you know, a CD burner, blank CDs. There's a little bit more to it than previous iterations, but I'm glad that the option's there. However, there is a downside that there's less save slots, and that sucks, especially since, you know, all 4 games, we're talking about Doom Resurrection, Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, TNT Evolution. All those games use up all the save slots available on the cartridge. So yeah, that's a little bit of a nuisance, but honestly, I'm willing to accept that compromise, especially since you have all that content available on the Tower of Power. Anyway, this was Knockout 21. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And like always, have a good one. Take care, you guys.